Greg Beilfuss from Black Creek, Wisconsin.
What is this truck?
I got a 1984 362 Peterbilt Cabover. Engine's a 3406 E-Cat with a 13-speed transmission.
And how long have you owned this truck?
I have owned this truck for 6 years.
How long ago did this build begin?
This build, define the build, because it's been a build since I got it.
Okay, you acquired the truck. What did it look like when you got it?
Kind of rough on the outside, but it wasn't too good to not use, and we started running it and fixing it all at the same time, and finally had to go through and rebuild the motor and the transmission.
But you bought it to run.
It did run when we got it.
Hit the ground running.
Yep, hit the ground running, wore it out.
What color was it when you got it?
It was more of a maroon. It was this white with a darker red and
same
frame
paint?
in it. No, we just came out of the paint booth. This is its debut.
Well, same scheme?
Yes, the same stripe pattern. We just changed the colors up a little bit, and the frame was black. We painted it red, put a deck plate on, new set of half fenders, custom battery box.
Did you do a lot of this work yourself?
I didn't do any of this work. Woods Rod and Custom out of Freeport, Pennsylvania did everything. Mike Delina. He did all the paint, all the body work. He did everything except the mechanicals.
When did you take it to Pennsylvania?
In December of 23.
And has it just come from there straight to here?
He finished it up Tuesday and drove it down here Tuesday night in the rain. And
he drove it here?
Have
you driven it yet?
Nope, I haven't drove it yet.
How excited are you to get behind the wheel?
I'm looking forward to driving it home.
But you drove it previously for work. How long did you run this truck?
About 3 years, just during the summer. We never really run it in the winter, trying to keep the salt off it.
Original engine?
No, not anymore.
Do you know what it started with?
3406B, mechanical motor.
As the build continued, you started by running it, I suppose. We'll go there. What was the first thing that you did to it?
I had to make the headlights work.
That's an important one.
Yeah, they're
so not only you can only drive in the nice weather, you can only drive in the daytime.
Right, yeah.
Headlights first. Did you ever think it would end up like this? Was this your plan for the truck?
No, my plan was to kind of just keep it mechanically good enough to run and not give me a lot of trouble, and have a little fun with it, and kind of treat it like a backup truck and spare truck. And over the course of the last 4 years, this is what it's turned into.
If this is the spare, what's your first truck?
It's a 579 Peterbilt.
Well, you haven't driven this one yet. I'll be curious to know which one is more enjoyable to drive, I suppose.
Yeah, they're both fun.
Is the 579 red and white?
It's black. I like black trucks, so that's why I painted this one red and white. No, I've had a lot of black trucks, and it was time to come up with something different. So this red and white's pretty neat.
Are those brand new emblems?
Yes, Mike found them. He found the side emblems, this emblem in the front. This one's still original yet.
Hen's teeth to find these. Do your wipers all work?
Yes, there's still air wipers. They don't always cooperate, but they still function.
Can you imagine they can all go at their own, they all go at once?
All three of them go at once.
Okay, well, that's good. Over the time that you've had it, how many miles have you put on it?
I've got roughly 65,000 on it.
All right, and do you stay mostly in Wisconsin?
Now I do, yeah. When I ran it over the road a little bit, it was just regional, between Missouri and Ohio.
What do you haul?
Cheese then.
Of course.
Yep.
Not to be a stereotype.
No.
You've got the goods in Wisconsin.
We are from Wisconsin, so we're going to haul cheese.
What is your favorite thing of how this all turned out?
The fit and finish. It's just the overall look of the truck. There isn't, it's all the little things all tied together. The pinstriping, trying to keep it old and new all at the same time.
Who did your pinstriping?
Mike Woods and Rod. He was in charge of paint.
Can we take a look inside?
Sure can.
Also, as you open the door, have you shown at Matt's before with any other truck?
First time ever. So as you can see on the inside, it's pretty original yet. That's one thing I like about the inside is the original.
Do you know what the truck did previously?
A little bit. The guy that I bought it from was pulling step deck and RGN with it.
What's the farthest you've had it from home?
I think the farthest I've been with it's Kansas City.
What class did you enter here?
Limited mileage bobtail.
Over the course of the build, were there any parts that were really tough to find?
Just about all of them.
Okay, were there any parts that were easy to find? Other than the beautiful Steering Creations Italian leather-wrapped retro
that was
wheel.
easy to find. Watermelon lights were easy to find. Bumper. That was about it. Fuel tanks, fenders. Custom trucks, custom problems, as some guys say.
That. I've never heard that before. I like that. Anything else you plan to do to this truck?
Probably just a series of little things from this point.
So will the next step be running it or taking it to another show?
I don't know when the next show will be for it, but we're probably going to run it once it finally stops snowing out and before the bugs get too bad.
Why Paperboy?
Oh, I was pressured into naming a truck. Guy that did it wanted the truck to have its own personality and name, and I primarily haul paper back in Wisconsin right now, so he started calling me Paperboy, and Paperboy just kind of entered the chat and it stuck, so we're going with Paperboy.
How many lights are on the truck, roughly?
Roughly, we got about 55 lights on it. There's 2 panels for underglow. It got lights on the front and the back. Rear panels got lights on the front and the back.
What's the wheelbase?
244-inch wheelbase.
Custom back end light panel here.
Yep.
So the builder drove it here?
Yep, builder drove it here.
What did he say about the...
He loved it.
Does he get to do that very often?
No.
Are there some compartments in the frame here? Do I see some...
It's not a compartment. It's a cover for the airline and electrical hookups for hooking up to a trailer. So we can take this cover off right here, and then it's a tray with the hookups for the trailer. And when we show it, we can cover it all up and make the deck plate look pretty smooth.
Was that a feature that you were hoping for, or that just...
Something he did.
Okay. Did he have some pretty free reign then?
I gave him pretty free reign with the custom stuff, and he knocked it out of the park.
What were your requirements for the project?
Just make it flit.
Make it cool, please.
He made this battery box cover. One thing that we had a hard time finding was 362 battery boxes, and I was trying to keep some of it period correct. This was one of his late night, hey, I got an idea, just trust me. And
is this a normal feature too here, the step and the fender like that?
Well, there was some sort of metal back in there that didn't flow quite right, so this was another one of his custom creations of just let me do a little something. And this is an old quarter fender off of another truck that he modified and cut to fit to fill in the gap and have a little shine to it.
When will this go to work?
Oh, whenever the salt comes off the roads around home. Probably, hopefully in a couple of weeks, I can feel good about running it up and down the highway. Bumper stationary. Yep. Got a little underglow on the front.
What about the cooler?
The cooler was done for me. It's pretty cool. And I didn't know that cooler was done for me. I literally got it yesterday morning. I had no idea. Just like this shirt, Evan's Detailing does all my polishing and all that. Without asking or telling me, they came up with this shirt for me for this show.
And somebody else surprised you with the cooler.
Yep.
So it was a pretty big day.
There's a lot of surprises.
Why a 362?
I don't know. I like the way they look. This one, I found this one when I was looking for a Cabover, and it kind of caught my eye, and I went with it.
Do you have a background with Cabovers, or
Nope.
you just wanted one?
Thought it was cool.
What was the first truck you ever drove?
First truck I ever drove was a Western Star milk truck. Started driving when I was right out of high school, and
A conventional?
yeah.
Any other trucks that you plan on building in the future?
No, I think we're good with building trucks for a little while.
Let me drive this one first.
Yep.
The pinstriping under the cab, that's awesome.
Surprise too.
Did he send pictures along the way?
Yeah, some.
Okay. When the judges came by, did you get to jack the cab up? No? Oh, so they didn't get to see this.
Nope.